Live from Liverpool, we don't need to talk about ghosts with Kevin Eustace.
And welcome to We Don't Need to Talk About Ghosts. I'm with the lovely Rebecca.
Hello.
And we're out and about. There is slight wind about, but we've just done a little test and it seemed to be alright, didn't it?
Yeah, it sounds okay.
Yeah, so news. There's possibly going to be there's definitely going to be a change to the releasing of the don'ts. They're going to become more sporadic, as was always going to be the case as we ease our way back to some semblance of normality. Mm-hmm. However, the good side of that is it will allow me to hopefully focus on releasing the goal is to lower these down, but then increase the dark paranormal episodes to a weekly episode.
Okay.
Which I think would be good.
Yeah.
So these are going to start to peter out. We'll still do the occasional one, because it's still nice just to have a general chat about stuff, isn't it? Without.
So are you going to do either a dark or a don't? But it won't necessarily be alternate weeks. It'll be maybe more dark than don't.
It'll be more dark than don't, definitely. The goal is for dark to become a weekly podcast.
Okay.
Whereas currently, don't is a weekly podcast, because obviously there's no prep in a don't. It's just me and you doing this.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But it is going to go down, so there probably won't be a don't next week. But there will be a dark paranormal episode released. So that's how it's going to go. Whenever I would release a bi-weekly dark, there'll be no don't. Fucking hell. Yeah, and then eventually the don'ts will just become as and when, and the dark will be weekly. Good, eh?
Yeah, I think I'm still with you.
I know, yeah, I lost myself there, to be honest. Shame they both begin with D as well. So if anyone needs a heads up on that, just ask. And I'll be sure to try and explain it with a table maybe, or a graph. So what do you know then, back west?
I know it's cold today it's still August, isn't it?
Yeah, autumn's on its way, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not pleased.
I'm alright with it. I love August. I love August and spring. Alright with winter because you get Christmas. It's not that I hate summer. I like summer.
I hate the cold. I hate rain. I just really hate being cold. I'm just cold all the time in winter.
Yeah.
Awful.
Where's this? Are we going that way?
Well, if you wanted to go there, you just go straight down, couldn't you, rather than go...
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's so cold. In fact, today they're coming out. I've done myself a hot chocolate to take.
Yeah, you have, haven't you? And you've wrapped up warm in a coat. Yeah. I don't. I prefer it like this because I'm not worried about the weather when it's quite cool and cold. I don't have to dress for it. I can concentrate on everything else in life, and the weather isn't one of the things. When it's boiling hot, the weather plays a pivotal part in every decision.
I feel like you don't feel the cold the way I do. I hate it.
No, I don't actually.
Absolutely hate feeling cold.
Yeah, I've always been like relatively hot as a natural core temperature. Probably high blood pressure, as I've said many a time before. Like, it's often that in the depths of winter, I'll walk into somewhere and people will go, "Oh, have you been on the sunbeds?" And I'll be, "No, that's just high blood pressure. That's why I've got a bright red face."
See, that's interesting though. Should we just wait a minute?
Yeah.
That's interesting that you consider...
Oh, we walk on and down.
Okay. And that you consider cold weather carefree, because I consider warm weather carefree. It's like, oh, brilliant, I don't need to think about a jacket, umbrella, I can just go out. Is that like, it's brilliant, it's a nice ambient temperature and I'm not going to get cold. I consider warm weather carefree.
No, I'm definitely in the camp of colder weather's carefree, because I can wear coats, and if it gets too warm I just take it off and carry it.
There's no can, it's you have to, and then you have to carry it. That's so much work.
But I look better in clothes. Like I was saying when it was hot and we'd done one of these podcasts, if I've got to wear shorts and a t-shirt, I look ridiculous.
No, you don't.
I do. I look like a 40-year-old man who's trying to be 4.
No, you don't. And you can wear a smart t-shirt, and what you look really good in is some like shorts that you've got, and then like a white shirt or even a black shirt or something, with the sleeves rolled up.
I mean, you say what you really look good in, but I don't look lovely. I've got little scrawny legs.
You have not.
I do.
No, when you've got those nice blue shorts on, your smart shorts and a shirt, white shirt with the sleeves rolled up, you look great.
No, I don't. I look like someone's boiled an egg and stuck 2 cocktail sticks in it.
Don't be ridiculous.
That's what my legs look like, because I've got a pot belly and little white scrawny legs.
Of course you don't.
I do. Whereas now, look at this, it's winter, Kev's wearing chinos, baby. People are like, oh, look at him with his Italian legs. Where did he get them from? Italy.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they are. Well, they're not thinking that, but,
They are, I heard them.
I heard them say. but you can just look smart all the time and casual and rock and roll. And
No, you can't.
in the summer, it's like shorts,
that's exactly
shorts,
the other thing
shorts,
as well,
shorts.
That's the complete opposite with me. Like in summer, I can wear dresses and things and just like look nice. Where
that
you've got to
makes
wrap
sense.
up and go out. It's horrible.
Okay, that makes sense. It is a much better wardrobe for winter as a man, I think.
So I could put on anything, like when we're going out, trying to wear something nice, and then instantly I just got to cover it up with the coat 'cause I'm freezing.
Yeah, that does make sense. That does make sense. I'm not sorry about that. I do still like the cold. I just love the cold. Now we're going down by the docks again, which is our favourite walk, but it's there's a good chance it might get a bit too windy.
Yeah, because it's already windy up here.
Yeah, we tested it outside the apartment.
I mean, that was pretty windy.
And it was pretty windy, but it was all right. But this might be a bridge too far. It feels like I need a big guard around it. That kind of be all right, you know, if it's just like that.
Yeah.
Just
a shield.
Shield, yeah, of some sort.
But we don't have a lapel mic shield.
Well, I do have the face mask with me that Robin made. And that's got like, unlike the other one that I've got, which is just material, it's got like a bit of a rib in it.
Yeah,
so
he knows.
there could be something. Yeah, there could be something I can fashion with that.
You don't want to muffle our voices, though.
No, but I don't know whether it will. It might just save the thing. We'll have to do a test if it gets far too windy.
Oh, good, more testing.
I love a good test. They call me Testy Boy. Because he's testicles. He loves a good testicle. As a podcast recommendation, guys, if you're on the lookout for something, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but there's a podcast called QA Anon podcast, and it's not what you think. It is about the Q conspiracy, but they rip the back out of it and they see it for what it is, and it's dead funny. I've been laughing my head off at it today. And the reason why I got onto that is we've had, I don't know if they've already discussed this, but we've had a Q protest.
Yeah.
Q has started to seep into the UK. And
we walked past one unexpectedly.
Yeah, we walked past one at George's Hall. There was like a few hundred people outside protesting against child trafficking somewhere. This is why, they're protesting against paedophilia, child trafficking. So other people were protesting against COVID being fake. Others were protesting against masks not working, and others were protesting against 5G. But they were all together in this group.
Without masks.
Without masks, yeah. Like, and,
very close.
But also, it's very clever what whoever the organiser of this is doing, because they would manage to get there's a lot of young people, like very, very scouse young people who are just, I mean, you know, this is the point. No one thinks paedophilia is a good thing, or child trafficking. That's
the thing that I said when we saw it, when it was like against paedophilia, like no one's for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've already won us all over, like no one's going, actually I'm alright with it.
Exactly, yeah.
Everyone is, it's already illegal, like it is illegal, and everyone's dead against it. I don't understand the need for a protest.
There was a lot of very, very, and when I say Scouse, I'm Scouse and you're Scouse, but I mean, there was a lot of very, very, like, brassy Scouse people there who were just there, I think, because they thought, you know, like, well, I've got kids, so fuck paedophilia. And it's like, yeah, that's right. But everyone's behind that. You know, no one's
completely agree. You don't need
what are you protesting against?
Yeah.
You know, because
it's already illegal. Like, we all agree.
Unless a paedophile walks past that group and goes, oh, you know what? That's the final fucking straw. Yeah, I'm going to stop.
I'm going to stop this. People don't like it. I knew it. I did think they didn't like it.
And the thing is, these young girls that were there, they didn't realise that they're standing by people who are denying COVID existing. They're standing by people who are saying 5G is going to give you cancer. They're standing by all these conspiracy theorists. Even somebody had a Q placard, literally there, but they won't know what Q is. And they won't know what, like, all these anti-vaxxer people are and all this. They're just going because somebody said, there's a protest to stop paedophiles. Yeah, I'm up for that. And that's fair enough. Who isn't? This is the point. But what's it going to achieve?
All for it.
It's like we say, it's like saying stop murder.
Yeah, no,
like,
we're against it, yeah.
Yeah, completely. No one's against that.
We agree. Yeah.
And then there was another sign that said stop child trafficking, and it's like, there was a few of those signs, and it's definitely like, again, of course. But you know that sign's been created and they're attending that rally because they've watched the Jeffrey Epstein documentary and they've read a lot of memes on Facebook. Mm-hmm. If you say to them, you know, oh, what do you know about child trafficking? The guaranteed answer would be what I've read on Facebook. Yeah, what I've read on Facebook. It wouldn't be like, well, according to, you know, national aid in 2012, there was 72%. It would be nothing like that. It'd be me mate shared a meme of John Lennon saying child trafficking's terrible. And
as if we need to be told.
As if you need to be told, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
But it is like stop murder protest. I'm going to protest against murder.
Like the sign was like, who is that for? Who? I thought that was someone falling over. Then it's not just cones.
No, should we go that way?
Yeah. Just who was that for? Like, cause we're already all against it. Unless you are literally aiming it at the paedophiles.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have to stop this.
I did on this. So that got me onto the QAnon podcast, which is very good. It's done very well. It's like a team of Americans. They have one UK lady in called Anna, and she gives like this side of the pond's perspective on things. But they had a Prince Andrew one. I don't recognise where we are here. What?
Well,
Sorry.
I kind of did wonder a bit why you were saying this way, but I thought you knew, so I just went with it.
We're walking around the docks where we both used to work, and I was just convinced there was a way to get through there, but now there's literally a river.
We'll just go down that way. Okay. This is gorgeous. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I do. Becca's made a hot chocolate.
Orange hot chocolate.
That is fit. How did you make that?
Hot chocolate and a bit of Cointreau.
So there's alcohol in that?
Only a bit.
I'm walking here, Beck.
I know, it's only a bit.
What if I fall off my feet?
And it's a liqueur, isn't it? So it's not dead strong Cointreau. There's only like 2 teaspoons in it.
Titty spoons? Titty spoons?
Yeah, we'll have a drink now. So.
But yeah, they had a Prince Andrew special on today where they were just picking apart, his interview that he done. And oh my God, how guilty can one man be? It was really funny. It was like, they said, so she says she was at this house with you in New York and you danced together. Well, that's a complete lie because I was never at the house. And he goes, there's a photograph of you both together. Yep, I've seen the photograph. So how'd you explain that? I can't. Well, is that you? Yes, that's me. I'm not saying they're my hands. And then the woman's going, why would someone superimpose someone else's hands? Well, I can't answer that, really. And so you didn't go to this house. I may have went to the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just, oh my God. And then obviously the kicker one, which everybody remembers. She says that you danced with her and you were sweating profusely. Well, you see, that's impossible because I couldn't sweat back then because I had an overdose of adrenaline due to being in the Falklands War, so I couldn't sweat. I can sweat now.
Was that what it was?
Yeah. Okay. And then, like the girl saying, you're clearly sweating in this picture. Yes, it looks like I'm sweating, I grant you, but I am not sweating. You're fucking sweating in that interview, mate, I tell you. Actually, I just realised this podcast's going out soon. If we both get killed in our beds.
Oh no, I wouldn't like that.
No, I wouldn't like that. Because we sleep with the neighbour's cat occasionally.
Yeah, they leave the neighbour's cat alone. She's done nothing wrong.
She's done nothing wrong, yeah. It's a very good point.
I mean, arguably neither have I. You've just gone off on that monologue.
I know, yeah. Leave Becca alone too. Oh, that's going to be too windy. I'll go like that. So you were saying that we were saying to each other yesterday, wasn't we? That I think you'd be very good in a sketch show.
Yes. Yeah, I think I'd be very good in a sketch show.
I do. And we've already got your first character, haven't you? Haven't we even? Which is a woman who was a travel rep that we met. Yes. We went to Cos.
Yeah.
And she kept saying the phrase,
you will find,
as she'd done this talk at the start of the holiday.
You will find.
And all she'd done,
You will find.
She's emphasised a different letter from you, a different word from you will find with each sentence.
But everything was you will find.
But everything was you. You will find the cookies here are amazing. Oh my God, those cookies. You will find that the coach strips are more expensive. Oh, the coach strips, the sunsets. You will find that the dogs on the island are not too friendly. Don't feed the dogs. You will find the jellies can be delightful. And it was like, how have you got this job? Someone unplug her. So that's your first character, isn't it?
Yeah. It doesn't sound that funny when you're saying it like this. But I think it can be.
I have a fucking talent for making the funny unfunny.
You do.
Unfortunately. It's a very unfortunate talent, but I do have it.
Yeah, if we do a sketch, it will be better than that.
Yes, I guarantee it'll be better than that. I do hope that you're feeling the effect of me hugging my left nipple with this lapel mic on. I promised you an ice cream, didn't I?
Yeah.
In this -degree. I'm like a Batman villain, aren't I? It's like, raining and cold, eh? Fancy an ice cream? I'll get you an ice cream.
I literally made myself a hot chocolate to bring, and you're like, ice cream.
Yeah. Didn't even take you for an ice cream when it was boiling. Just walking past my current, your old place of work.
Yeah.
Still waiting to hear any information from them on what my future contains.
Got 2 days to go.
Yeah. If, according to the last message that I've got, should be back in work next week.
Maybe. Who knows?
But I doubt that that's going to be the case.
Well, it could be if we haven't heard anything to the contrary. Or anything at all.
I know. I'm going to pause this now, guys, because I think it's got untenable for you wind-wise. This is just a test, Kev, when you see this, seeing if you can hear anything at all. Talk, Becca.
Just seeing what the wind's like, really.
I think it's going to be unlistenable. We've just done a test there in the wind and windy wind, and it seemed alright, so we're going to carry on.
You could do it everything.
Yeah. And if not, I'll try and edit out the heavier bits of wind, which is really hard because you've got to lose the what's been said as well. There's a couple of them, which I've listened back to, and it's like you saying, I'll tell you what the best thing in the world is, and I'll go on then. And then you'll hear me go, nothing. Then everything changes in the background. You hear me go, really? That's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like...
when there's like a sudden gust of wind,
yeah. Because I've had to edit this out, because it's very offensive on the earballs. Earballs?
Earballs.
On the ear holes. Growly wind. Exactly, that's the one. Yeah. You know what a growly wind is, don't you, Becca?
Yeah, sure. Like that.
This isn't your first rodeo.
No. So what do you know?
I don't know much, but I know I love you.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. I'll tell you what I do know. I had a very, very scary nightmare last night.
Did you?
Yeah, because although I've started... The reason, in all honesty...
Any chance there was a voice coming through the window?
No, why?
In your nightmare, just because I had a nightmare about that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Have a voice coming through the window?
Yeah, like through our bedroom window.
No, but that's terrifying because it's number 3 floors up.
Yeah, it was. That's why it was a nightmare, not a dream.
But I've been watching. You'll know that I've just started doing a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The Scary List. Go and check it out if you haven't already. And what inspired me to do that is there's a brilliant YouTube channel.
Is the Scary List a wordplay on the scariest?
No,
it
should be, yeah, but it's a play on The Exorcist.
Oh.
Just really, really bad play in it. It's the same font.
Really got to dig to find it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But what is interesting is there's a guy, if I say so myself, the great YouTube channel on YouTube called Nuke's Top 5. And he just literally scours the internet. He does a really good job of getting fresh paranormal content on video and putting it on there for everyone to share. Well, not to share, but everyone to see.
Yeah.
And I've been watching them all yesterday, and I'm going to watch some more today because they're just so good and so, like, insightful.
I mean, you do keep falling asleep to ghost videos. Do you think that might be why you're having
nightmares? That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But there was a really good one on there. This is not going to be listenable.
Why?
I know that it's going to be really bad.
Why?
The wind. Well,
the wind's fine. We've just tested the wind.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's a really good one on there that I watched yesterday. Which it's some fella who's a skeptic, and he's in a warehouse where he works of a night, and he hears noises, so he gets his phone out and he's like, it sounds like he's doing this video for his mate because he's like, get on this, sort of thing. And he said, I can hear like noises around the thing, and it's coming from like a toilet block. So he goes out into the land and he walks like to where the stairs are, and there's a toilet to the left. Pans the camera around and goes into the toilets, and he's like, oi! Like trying to scare whatever's in there, or if it's a human. Oi, get out and all this. And there's no one there. And then like he ends up turning the camera back on himself, and he's like, terrified here, but it seems to have stopped. All well and good. But then when you look back at the video in slow motion, as he pans the camera around, flashing across the stairwell to the toilet door, there's a face peering around the wall of where the stairs are.
Right.
Which is all well and good. But then he does another video to say, someone's pointed out that this face is here. He says, and when I go to these stairs, He says you'll notice that in order for that face to be there, they're about 17 feet in the air. Or they would have to be.
Right.
You know, because that wall then leads down to a stairwell.
Yeah.
So for the face to actually be there, they'd have to be 17 feet in the air.
Okay.
Which is really good.
Was your nightmare interesting enough to tell us?
I can't actually remember it all that well. I know that...
Oh, in fact, you know what? You did wake up with a whimper.
Did I?
Yeah. But I already had my arms around the neighbour's cat, so
Oh, okay.
couldn't comfort you, I'm afraid.
Do you know what also I remember from it? Is that... Have you seen the anime character Ghostface? I think he's called Ghostface. It's like a white, like, cartoon drawn... I thought that was Eminem. It's like a white cartoon drawn face with like black triangles under its eyes and like a little red mouth.
Right.
And wears a black cloak.
Vaguely rings a bell.
I'm sure that it's called Ghostface. But something to do with that was in it, but a much terrifying version.
Okay.
And there was a couple of them, and they were very fat.
Well, they call the Scream mask Ghostface, don't they?
Yeah, but this is like... It's got that air of... Well, the thing which I love, when I say love, I mean the fan knows terrifying, is when something looks so... something doesn't look trying... Yeah, for example, the guy at the end of Hereditary, when he's just so calm that it's terrifying. He's a demon, but he's just so calm with it. It adds an air of absolute horror to it. And that's what Ghostface is like in a way. It's kind of cute, but moves very slowly.
Right.
But that's the horror of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be in your face and like melted face and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you was in your nightmare? Does sound scary?
Sounds pretty obvious. You've got a nightmare if you say Ghostface was in your nightmare, doesn't it?
Yeah. That'll do it.
Tell you what scares me. Ghost faces.
Maybe you want to stop falling asleep to ghost videos.
I know. What do I do? I've also got a very shocking pain in my left back.
Have you?
Yeah, I've had it for about a month now.
Oh, good.
Concerningly.
Well, I'm glad this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Broadcast to everyone.
I know, yeah, but I haven't had a cough or anything that could join in it. But
how's that relevant?
Because it feels like it's where my lung would be.
In your back?
It's like there.
Right.
So for those listening, I've just poked back and just
Like
behind
just
the left shoulder blade.
Yeah, on the shoulder blade. I don't know what's there actually, because if it was further down, I'd say your kidneys, but
no, it's your lung there.
But isn't your lung at the front?
No, you feel it more on your back.
I do.
That's why if you ever have
Do you?
yeah, that's why if you have a lung complaint, the doctor goes to your back with the stethoscope.
Really? I always
Yeah.
thought it was your chest.
No. They can go to your chest, but I think that's more for your heart.
Live on there.
Like I've had my chest checked a few times, and they say like lean forward, they lift your back of your top up and do your back,
Right.
and be like breathe. You're like okay. I'm like, do you smoke? I'm like occasionally.
Lies. So have you got it now, the pain?
Yeah, it's kind of constant,
Oh,
to be honest.
right, okay. Well, you seem quite calm about this.
I am, yeah, because it's that constant. It's been there that long that I think if it is something really bad, then I'm a goner anyway. They can't do nothing with this now.
Yeah, that seems a really sensible way of looking at it.
I know, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Not right. I probably should go to the doctors. In truth.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You could at least do that. You can do that e-consultation now, can't you? So you
No,
email
because
them.
the e-consultation is just crap, innit? They just turn around and say you're definitely dying.
No, they don't. That's never what happens. Because if it just sounds like something they want to see, then they'll bring you in.
But that's what I mean.
The
They
minute
always
it's
say
wrong.
come in.
Alright, then go in.
I'll have to, won't I?
Okay.
You might be able to hear the Beatles now, guys, which means that this may be pulled because we're walking past the Beatles story, which is a tour for the Beatles. You can just in the background, Can't Buy Me Love there.
Is it like a museum in there?
It is a museum. It's got the Imagine piano, I think, and a few other like historical bits, you know,
Very good.
handwritten lyrics and things like that. Very lucky Liverpool to have such things.
Yeah. So we're in the Albert Dock now.
We're now in the Albert Dock, the Great Albert Dock, or was it the Royal Albert Dock? It's called.
Shops to the left of us and boats to our right.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Well, I like to think you're not stuck.
No, here I am, gracefully accepting my lovely fate. You always said that you wanted to...
That's a tie, you know.
A tie, is it?
Yeah, Rose's little tie coffee. I actually read something about that earlier, not that particular one, but about Rose's tie coffee in general earlier today. And I didn't realise it was a chain. I was like, oh, and their one is.
There's a very odd-looking boat, isn't it? It's like all covered in moss.
Yeah.
It looks like a sort
We
of
like tie. We never choose.
boat.
We rarely choose to go for a tie. When we do, we really like it.
Yeah. You went out on a mission yesterday, didn't you, to get sticky soy sauce?
Like dip it like a thick dipping soy sauce.
You know, the more or less the content of this episode, the more I'm thinking, it's a good job I'm ending these. This is just... I mean, these might have been semi-entertaining just to keep people occupied and keep the mind off stuff.
Yeah.
But now people are getting back to normality. They're like, why am I listening to these? So go on a walk.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the feedback we've got from people is that some people find it comforting.
Well, that's
just to have us like chattering away in the background.
Yeah.
I will give you, it's not prime content
God, no.
by any stretch. But, you know.
I mean, imagine if some people preferred this over the actual ghost show. They're like, I hate ghosts, but you know what? I love knowing what sort of soy sauce they're in the market for.
Are those bathrooms open?
Do you need to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Do you want to take the microphone with you and we can...
Why
I'm
we
joking,
not?
of course. I'm joking. Right, I'll pause it.
Leave you here. Well, you can carry on.
No, I think it's a good time to end this, actually. So, hold on. Come back. End it
You
first.
just told me to go.
Yeah, but come back and end it first. Get the noise off that hand drive.
I know. This won't be listenable.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, that quick. Okay, guys, we're going to go now because Becca needs a toilet, and this must be very boring. So yeah, these are going to drop. There'll be none next week, but there will be a dark paranormal episode out.
Okay. See you
and
later,
we'll
guys.
speak to you on Sunday, unless you're a Patreon, in which case you can tune in for more of this.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget, if you want to be a patron, go to patreon.com/we need to talk about ghosts, and you'll hear what Becca's solar trip was like.
No, you will not.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
Catch you, bye.